ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me, I got that.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are pleased. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnover. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Well, the Falcons are going to be set up for the 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because
Ritter has it knocked down. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Ritter now. That's complete right around the 8. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal, Ritter with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. LaVisca Chenault laying himself out in the end zone. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation, making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Locates Kamara on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Back to throw now on first down.
There's Chris Olave.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd down here.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
Shedding the tackle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey,
touchdown, Falcons!
LaVisca Chenault.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry, 62 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Check pink. Opposite. Green. Black swamp.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Runs over him, and there he goes again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Ritter. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Red, cycle. Yellow, line. Check
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready?
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Here's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Holding. Offense.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Yellow, blue, check. Hut, go.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside goes in.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ritter. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And his pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
6 yards to go.
Let's go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Ready.
On 1st down, Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. Caught by he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Previous play.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints 8-yard
So
line.
with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've reached halftime.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to turn with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top row, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll look to throw again. Looking long for Thomas.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ritter. He's got his man, London, right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Saints' 42-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And a dump off here to Robinson. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
LaVisca Chenault with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2 yards on the play. First down, New Orleans.
They go play action here on first down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 6.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Down to the 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, these are the situations that come up in practice and are talked about all the time. This is as tough as it gets for a defense. They've got to defend a very short field after that turnover.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading him out. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's Ritter. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. He'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes again. Laviska Shenault. Touchdown, Falcons. Laviska Shenault, 83 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown!
A.T. Perry.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading them out. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Opposite. Green.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw. Rip. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Down. Check white. Smith red. Switch yellow.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Throwing now is Ritter. This is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Juwan Jennings, 29 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Clock management. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Back to throw now on 1st down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll look to throw again. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And the Saints 1st down.
Back to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest